Within the community, there's an incredible amount of isolation in providing care to clients and patients living at home or in assisted living facilities, simply because you may not see another healthcare worker for weeks on end. It's important, I think, to bring people back together, having somebody's voice from PSW, another voice from assisted living, another voice from the nursing agencies, to kind of enrich the conversations that need to happen.
Historically, they're the ones that had these terrible sensations in their stomach and didn't know what to do with it. And the fact that, oh, you mean you felt that too, but with bringing it into our organizations, it's allowed them to be able to share in a way that they feel that they're contributing to the care of that patient.
And just describing it to people to say, when you get that kind of niggly feeling in your gut, that's most likely unethical. Like, just how do you recognize that you're in a situation where you might need some help? You might need to draw in some peers or a supervisor just to help you through it.
So one of the things that having the tools from the network is that ability to just pause and stop and bring people together. The ethical distress that our personnel feel in situations needs to be acknowledged and explored. The Ideas Toolkit really allows that to happen, and it allows people who sometimes will go into the conversation thinking that they can go from A to B to C very quickly, realize that in the group that there's always different perspectives.
In the work that we do, we're making very difficult decisions on a constant basis, and so I think having the ability to work through those decisions and work sort of within the gray, it can help you to at least feel more okay with a decision that may not be 100% in everybody's best interest or 100% sort of resolved. But that you did make the best decision you could in a difficult environment.
I think it provides people who work in healthcare a different lens with which to tackle problems. And ethics, I find to be a very human approach to the problems that might be faced, and gives structure to some of the important values that we often all in society have, or maybe individuals have, and allows us to focus on those values and trying to understand the perspectives and values of others.
When we have conflicts, it's usually at the level of values, but it's hard to recognize that that's the level, the stratosphere that we're having our challenges at. I think it really does demystify to say, there's another language you can use that will help you to enrich an understanding of what's really going on here. So the safety of bringing people together to talk about hard issues, like what do we do, how do we respond to this idea of risk in the work that we do at all levels, is so important, and at least can open up the dialogue.